Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, this is Hairymuppet. Welcome back to Kerbal Space Program, and we are getting into a landing on Minmus. So let's do this first thing. Maneuver node editor. Let's just execute that. I think it turns SAS off when you tell it to execute a node automatically. Yes, I realize it's 5 seconds into this episode and I'm already cheating with air quotes, but whatever. There's a point where you just say, like, you know, it's just pain. Like, setting up maneuver nodes and executing them is awesome the first 100 times, but when you get to the 101st one, you're just like, oh my god, it's just like being at work. It's just like you're accounting and you're pressing buttons on the keyboard and just like, So that's painful. Anyway, what we're going to do though is this is where it gets exciting. This is where we turn the maneuver node away, because we're going to do a lot of this. Well, I'm not going to say by hand, but we're going to have to faff a lot of this. And this is where the episode starts getting really interesting. So we're going to do a maneuver node here. Go away, MechJeb. You are no longer needed. And then we're going to push this. And we're going to drag this back until we hit down there. Now we actually want to land somewhere in here, but you've got to aim past where you want to land, because you get to this point and then you start killing your horizontal velocity and you end up going down here. If we aimed for this point here, we'd kill our horizontal velocity and we'd end up landing here. So you've got to give yourself a little bit of space. I'll give myself a bit more space actually. Yeah, don't want to give yourself too much space, because if you're really good, you can probably get close to that. But I'm not really good, so I like to kill all of my horizontal velocity and then and then just go for it. So we can probably do the burn here actually. So let's start burning that. We're facing in the correct direction. We just want to see it hit about here. Let's go a little bit harder. The periapsis has to drop down to 0 before it can even think about actually hitting this bit. So 2, 1, 0. Okay, slow it down a bit. Where is the line? Still making its way around the surface. Still making its way. Let's speed it up a little bit. I just go to get ready to shut it down when it's hitting this point. So there we go. Look, getting nice and close here. And there we go. Excellent. Alright, so now we get out of the map view. This is where we do everything by hand. So we're also going to spin, and we're going to drop this because we don't want this anymore. We're not going to land on this thing. So there we go. And now we go back. And what we're going to do is we're going to do just a little boost so that guy starts floating away from us. Okay, so let's have a look. Our trajectory is good. So right about here, I think, is where we want to start killing all of our horizontal. Maybe a little bit sooner. So we start killing what I usually do is I kill all of my horizontal momentum, and then I start just jiggering my vertical momentum. How are we looking? Yeah, that looks good. That should give us a ton of space to be able to do that. So we should be a lot more maneuverable here as well. So relative to the surface, we kind of don't want to be relative to anything, do we? So this is our direction right now. So we want to go up, and to kill our horizontal momentum, we want to be right on this white line, because there's a little bit of vertical momentum as well. And I don't think we really care about killing that at this point. So let's have a look. So I'm going to speed up a little bit. It's always difficult or a little bit tricky when you're speeding up, but okay. A little bit further, a little bit. Okay, I think we're definitely at the point where we want to start killing our horizontal momentum. So we have a look here. Horizontal speed 120. Now we don't want to kill it too quickly. We want to... I think we're over the green. Yep, we're over the green. We're over the green flatland, so now we can kill it at our leisure. I'll just let it go at the speed it's going, because by the time it finishes, we should be right smack in the middle, which is exactly where I want to be. So this is a very, very safe, very methodical. And you can see this guy is slowly going up, slowly moving away from this middle line, and slowly going towards the top. And once it gets to the top, that'll mean we're purely doing going down. But you got to make sure you try and keep it on the same axis as this thing. So the same line going down from the top to the bottom, because otherwise it doesn't hit the center, it curves around the edge, and you're actually getting horizontal velocity going in another direction. So we'd be going, like here, we'd be going this way horizontally instead, which is still a pain, but here we go. Horizontal speed 8765. Slow it down a bit. 3, 2. So this probably won't reach 0 because of the little slip I was telling you about. 3. Yes, there we go. It started going up again. So now we go retrograde. Now 2.31 is... Alright, so impact time 2 minutes. That's probably not great. So what we're going to do is we're going to get off stability assist and we're going to correct that horizontal. So you can see it's a little bit there. It's a little bit below the white point. So we go a little bit above the white point. Try and correct that. Not sure if that's working. Huh. Am I doing that right? I could have sworn that's how you do it. You go on the other side of the white. No, it's going up. Let's try this side. Oh, no, we're getting too close. It's getting too close to landing, so we've got to start killing our vertical velocity. We are killing a little bit of our horizontal by going on the same side as this, so that's fine. There we go. We're down to 30. Pushed our impact time back up to 2 minutes. Let's go and get those extended. For now, we'll set this to be retrograde. And there was a suicide burn here. Suicide burn distance. So that's where you go this distance, and then you put your engine on full speed and you land perfectly. We're not doing that. I don't think I've ever done that. It's just, there's a reason it's called suicide, because it's stupid. I mean, you could do it, and that's probably the most fuel efficient way of doing it. We're going to waste a bit of fuel, a little bit of fuel, doing it safely, but... So we're going to keep it around... I'm going to say, like... We're going to wait till it gets lower than a minute, and then we're going to knock down some speed. So there we go. We'll try and keep it around the 30-second mark, I guess. So if it gets too close to 30 seconds, then we'll start to slow down. Okay, it's going harder towards, let's up it a bit more. There we go. It's stalled, so let's slow down a little bit more. Slow down the velocity. Okay, still ticking down towards 30 seconds. That's nice. Okay, let's aim for 20 seconds. Let's slow that down a little bit, ticking down a little bit further. This is a very, very safe way of doing it. And because we're locked on the retrograde, it's automatically going to factor out any horizontal speed problems we have. Okay, let's shut this down, because that impact time was not going down at all. So this is why it's inefficient, because you do little bits like that and then you lose it, and then you get it again and then you lose it. But we're landing on Minmus, so we have so much more fuel than we need. On the moon, gravity is a lot more of a bitch. Like, I could just totally kill all of our vertical speed right now. It's not a problem. There were 16 seconds, so I should probably kill... There we go. It killed it so easily. When you're on the moon, it's a lot harder to kill that velocity. Okay, let's kill it. Let's get it down to 10 meters per second. Impact time. 8, 7, okay. Okay, we're doing good. We're doing good. Our impact time is going down. Our velocity is slowing down. You want to be about less than 5 meters per second when you land. Okay. So we still got an impact time. Let's slow down a little bit more. A little bit more. Stop. 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 Okay. Let the rocket settle a bit. Let it settle. Okay. Done. Now, absolutely do not press the Z or the shift button at this point because the rocket will start going. And that would be bad. Hey! We landed on Minmus. How's that? Now, we've already done all the calculations for low level, low orbit of Minmus. So that's not needed. So we're just going to do the calculations here. Log pressure data. So there we go. Minmus's great flats. Excellent. Absorb materials bay. How much are we going to get for this? 125. Excellent. Thermometer. 40. The surface sample. I think we can get surface samples. Please tell me we can get surface samples. That's going to be worth a lot. So you, one of you guys needs to give me a crew report. Hey, that's good. Okay. Now what I usually do is I send out the scientist to do an EVA. Anybody can really do it, but it's nice because the scientist can do all of the reseal the experiments. Not that we really need to do that. Shift. Landing. Boom. Look at that. Now he does really funny walks while his booster is up. So let's turn that off. And then you can just walk. He can walk sort of normally. And can he jump? Whee! Wow. Yeah, the gravity on Minmus is absolutely minuscule. That's easy for him to jump. What we can actually do here, is he going to fall over when he lands? No, he's not. Excellent. Okay. What we can actually do is we could probably go over and get a surface sample or a flag over there, but we wouldn't be able to get the science for that anyway. So let me go. Plant flag. Alrighty, you are planting a flag. Now, because we get different science for different areas, I'm going to put the Minmus Greater Flats. Woo! Okay, take a surface sample. 150 science, that's what I like to see. EVA report, 32 science. Woot. There, this guy, he is very, very, very happy about this stuff. Okay. Now, unfortunately, because we haven't unlocked ladders, we have two choices for getting the science out. Either we can do it in space, or we could do it right now. We might try and do it right now, because I think... I can't remember which side the science is on. I think it's on this side. Oh, that's a big rocket up there. Zoom out a bit. Yeah, I think the science is there. So. Okay. Shift. Let's see. I think you can actually stand in there. You got to be careful because they have a tendency of bouncing off things. See, he just bounced off something and then he basically lost all control. So we don't want him to bounce off. Oh, there we go. There we go. Stay. Be a good Kerbal. There you go. Collect data. I might as well restore it. Take data. Get my thermometer. Take data, because of course none of these equipments will be. Collect data. Restore. Excellent. So that's everything. Whoa. So that's... Turn your thing back on. No. Go the other way. Go this way. Go that... No! Go, you stupid little bastard. Go into the rocket. Board. Excellent. So we're going to close this guy. Now, I could do more science on this mission. I really could. So this is going to be that, and then we could do more science. We have to go to a different biome though. And I feel like what we could do is we can go to this biome over here. Now, what we're going to do first off is quick save, review the stored data. We've already got a crew report, so Whoops. Scientist. EVA. Take all the data. Store all the experiments. Okay. So what experiments have we got? We got a material study, crew report, surface sample, EVA report. So 4 types of science, 2 types of reports, and surface sample. That's what we want. So that's a magical 7. Okay, now we could go over to a different biome. I think greater flats. Oh, we could land over there. That's interesting because that's a nice flat area, and I really want to land on a flat area because this rocket doesn't have the longer legs. So landing on a slope, it could easily just bone itself. But of course, moving from a place to place with this rocket is very tricky. So we've got a lot of fuel, so we can give it a try, and I've got lots of time left in this episode, so let's give it a try. Let's try and land on that thing there. Man, if we were really crazy, we could just go and land on the moon, but I don't think that's going to happen. Okay. Lift off. Let's turn. Okay. A little bit harder, a little bit faster. Heading in the right direction. Yes, I think we are. Maybe a little bit to the right. Shoot it up a little bit. Don't shoot too high up though. Upwards. As I go upwards, I say that. Because you don't want to escape the orbit of Minmus. And if you really start getting out of control, then you can actually do that. Okay, so we're going to kill that. We're going to retrograde it from the surface point of view. Our vertical speed is pretty high. So what we're going to do is we're going to move over. Our vertical speed is not going to go down for a while. So what we'll do is we're going to kill our horizontal speed once we get over this flat bit. And then vertical speed can just take care of itself. We're not going to escape the orbits if we've only got vertical speed, I'm pretty sure. So there we go. How are we looking here? Sweet. Ah, it's so beautiful being on other planets. Man, I'm so looking forward to landing on other planets. And now that we've got this mech jeb thing, which I never had before. I had mech jeb, but I don't think I had the auto maneuver node execution. And that will make landing on planets a whole lot easier. So, okay, where are we? We're over this, almost over this crater. Almost. Okay. That's good enough. Start killing the orbital velocity. A little bit. Go and kill it. Kill it. Kill it. No, we'll kill it a little bit slowly. Although we're completely over the flat, so we can kill it as fast as we want. 30, 20... 10. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Something went a bit awry there. We're going to figure out where our horizontal velocity is. Okay. Let's just speed this up a little bit. Speed, 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 speed. Okay. So we're going in this direction. So let's go ahead and turn over. Because we're going back down, and unfortunately we've got a little bit of horizontal speed going back this way, which I don't want. And this might actually carry us away. It looks like it has carried us away. So we're going to destroy that horizontal and put some back on to get us back over. In fact, we want to go a little bit in this direction. Bit higher. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. We have to put in a fair bit because we moved a fair amount. Now, our impact time is 3, 2, okay. We may have put too much horizontal, but we'll burn off some of it now by burning off the vertical speed. Okay. Jeez, 34 that was up to. Full speed ahead! Okay, there we go. Horizontal speed, basically dead. Used up a fair bit of fuel, but we're still above quite a bit. Okay. Zoom forward a bit. Once again, this is Minmus, so we don't have to worry about. We're taking this one a lot more cowboy. This landing, we're pretty confident that we know what we're doing. So slow down. The impact time is still 44 seconds. Alright, screw that. I'm going to let it go down to 30 seconds or 20 seconds, and then I'm going to do a hard burn. Really slow down. Really slow down. There we go, I've already stored our impact. It's so easy to land on Minmus. If you're playing this game and you're worried about landing on the moon, don't. Land on Minmus first, and you will be so... It's so easy. It's just like... This is like baby's first landing on Minmus. Yeah, not that I'm saying, you know, if your sole accomplishment in this game is landing on Minmus, then still congratulations, because it's a lot of work to get there, but yes, it definitely is baby's first landing. So let's get it down below 10 seconds. What is this biome? Midlands. Ah, Midlands. Ah, the Midlands. 98765. Whoa, we just went down to -2. That's not very high at all. Okay. And that's the bit. Even before you landed, when you're just about to land, that's when you shut off the engine. Because if your feet touch the ground and the engine is still on, you have a tendency to bounce. If you're on a slope, you bounce off to the side. And once you've hit the ground and you bounce, immediately your engine will hurt your chances. If you bounce and you lean off to the side and your engine is still running, you are screwed. You are so screwed, it's not even funny, because you're tilting off at an angle. Now the rocket is shooting you off on that angle, and you start skidding across the ground, and you have to turn the rocket around to sort of slow yourself down, but to slow yourself down, you have to have the engine on, and then you end up shooting yourself off the surface. It's nuts. So, arguably the most important part of landing is knowing when to shut your engine off, and it's when you've got half a second before you land, that's when you shut the engine off. You make sure you're less than 5 meters per second vertical speed, hopefully 0 horizontal speed. You got about half a second to go before you hit the ground. Shut the engine off. Absolutely shut the engine off. Otherwise, you will be in trouble. Okay, so... damn it, we're on the dark side. Well, the capsule is on the dark side. So let's get some pressure data. 60? That's another 60 on top of what we did in the other place. 125. So yeah, we are going to be rolling in the science, and... basically, what my usual game plan is continually hitting Minmus and the moon up for science for as long as you can until you get all the science you need to go interplanetary. And you do need, like, to land in 10 different places across both moons until you get enough science for that. Crew report, yes. I think the first science we will need is a ladder, because this thing needs a ladder. Absolutely. Bob Kerman. Go on there, Bob. Go on there. I'm going to take all of this data, and that'll include the crew report I just got. So, go. Get in there. Fall over. Yeah, that's right, because she's absolutely unco. Alright, collect data. We're going to restore it. Don't think we really need to restore it, but this time we're not going to do another... We're not going to do another landing somewhere else. I think this is it. Collect data. Restore, just for the sake of it, and then tech data. Okay, then we fall over. A nice, gentle landing. You see, the textures aren't quite as good. I think they were better on the sea, or this, whatever the hell this was. So there we go, Minmus, Greater Flats, and then we are on Minmus Midlands, if I remember correctly. So you plant a flag. Apparently you can only, was that a 1? So you can only plant 1 flag? Because he had it, there was like another flag over there anyway. Minmus. Midlands. Woot. Okay, take surface sample. Another 150 science. Yeah, this whole planet and the other one is like a gold mine. So I think the next video we do will probably be landing on the moon because it's a bit tougher. It's quite a bit tougher. So we got a surface sample, we got a flag, we got a EVA report. Yes, there's an extra 32 science that we don't want to miss out on. Do these guys have lights? I think they do. Yes, they do. They do have lights. I should turn that on. But anyway, let's board. Let's turn this off. Okay. Now, 14. So we got 7. So we got 4 science, surface sample, EVA report, and crew report. So 14 from 2 different sites. That's beautiful. Now we're going to go back to Earth, or Kerbin. Now, the key to saving fuel when you're going back to Kerbin is to aim towards the planet. You see where Kerbin is, and you aim towards it, and you just fly directly towards it, and then that gets you that uses the least amount of fuel. Because what happens is if you're facing away, you shoot straight up, and you end up actually creating a much bigger. So there we go. We're about to go directly towards it. So if you're going out from this side, you end up with a big orbit because you're actually flying out. So what we do is run the... So now we just go straight up, tuck those legs away, and we're aiming pretty much towards Kerbin. It'll be somewhere around there. Maybe we're too far away to see it. We shouldn't be too far away to see it. It should be around here somewhere. Who knows? I can't see it. I should be able to see it, but maybe it's the dark side of Kerbin as well, so it's all dark. Okay. Alright, that's enough. We have left... Oh, shit. What's going on here? Oh, crap. Okay, well, forget that theory, because we just escaped Kerbin's orbit. So... Where the hell's... I should have been... Dude, go if you leave that, maybe it's because I'm off at an angle or something. So anyway. Anyway, let's get out of... Whoa. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Let's go to the periapsis. Thank God we got a lot of fuel, because somehow we have got to the point where we're actually escaping Kerbin's orbit and going out to Kerbol, which is the sun, which we don't want to do. So anyway, what do we got? 1.9 kilometers per second. That's a lot. There we go. So we got to get this down to 20 kilometers. Just to be sure. Yep, we're back around. We're back around. And we only used 100. So once you're this far out, changing this stuff, not too bad. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, jump. A little bit more. 7, 6, 2. Alright. Now what I'm going to do actually, to finish this episode off, what do we got here? We landed, we explored, we walked, we did stuff. Excellent. So we got to return, and then we get a whole bunch more money. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the Space Center, because I think we might have some science that needs to be filled in. And now that we've got a scientist on board, we can do that. So research and development, archives. So Kerbin. Let me see. So mystery... Oh, let's have a look here. So, flying high... Oh, screw that for a joke, because that's inside the atmosphere. Don't want to do that. So we got material study and mystery goo for in space low and in space high. Flying high, we're missing a materials study. Oh, I'm missing it for flying low as well, but yeah, I'm not going to worry about that. Not going to worry about that. EVA report. We haven't got a low? We haven't got a low? No, we do have a low. In space just over Kerbal's water. So that's a low. Screw it. I don't think we're missing anything. So I think we're fine. We're missing some stuff, but it's stuff I don't really care about. Anything inside the atmosphere, I officially don't care about anymore. It's just garbage at this point. Okay, 100,000 speed. Whoa, something just happened. Something just happened. What the hell just happened? What the hell's going on here? We had a thing. We had a thing. Okay. This has got to be a bug, because I swear to God, I had it set up and it was beautiful. So, and now it's doing stupid things. I could reload, but I don't think I reloaded since I took off from Minmus, or since I got the second thing. So I haven't quick saved a lot. But see, now we're exiting. Oh wait, no, this is the moon. I thought we were exiting. Okay, let's just get past this. I thought we were jumping out of... Is this periapsis? I do not understand. We had a re-entry. We had a re-entry. I absolutely 100% had re-entry. 20 kilometers. Somehow it didn't take. Oh, that's not good. Well, it's probably fine. We don't have any advanced rules, which is going to make it so that we burn up if we're going in too hard, but let's just fix that anyway. See, 20 kilometers. We got a 20 kilometers. Unless I got it wrong and it was like 20 million or 20,000 kilometers, but yeah, so if we have a look here, yeah. Okay, so we spin the rocket and we detach, and then we retrograde, and then we speed up, and we watch all of the science get destroyed. Oh, and it comes back. Is it going to come back? Sometimes it comes back and just shoots past us, but this time it's not. Okay. Parachutes. So that'll give these guys some experience as well. I think that should be enough to send them up to level 1 easily. Jebediah might go up to level 2. There we go. There we go. So that was it. 2 episode span. Landing on Minmus. Getting some surface data. Getting a whole bunch of money. Getting a whole bunch of everything. And we should be in the millions now, I think. We should have $1 million at least. Which is awesome. We won't get that mission again though, but... Oh, over 1,000 science. My God, we are rolling in it at the moment. Got a little bit of funds back. $1.5 million. That's the shit right there. Jebediah, Bill, all of them advanced up to level 2, even the engineers and the scientists. Really nice. So let's have a look here. Turned home. Excellent. Exploration, Forgot the space there, but $280,000 plus some extra science. 180,000. Excellent, 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 excellent. So, let's finish this episode off by hitting up the science menu. Heavier rockets, please. Just please give it to me. Okay, advanced electronics. This is going to be necessary. Can we get... Is this thing we need for the satellites, isn't it? Space exploration. Now we kind of want this. This is advanced ladders. Where's the advanced landing? See, this is the level 2 landing strut. I want this. I don't want to land on that stupid level 1 one again, because that just annoys me. Specialized control, advanced reaction wheel. That's nice to have, but not absolutely necessary. Let's get advanced electronics, miniaturization. Don't have to worry about clamps yet. Do we need any of this crap? Antennas, communitrons, no. That's a smaller relay antenna, which is still nice. Seismic accelerometer. That's extra science. So we want that, because that's extra science. Then we're just one bit off this, so they need 550 to get that. So let's get some other stuff. High-powered electronics. This is our big battery. Giant solar arrays, thermal control system, fuel cells. Also nice, but not really necessary. I kind of want this. Fuel systems. Don't need any of that crap at the moment. Specialized construction. Bigger static separators. These ones are nice. The thing that covers stuff, they're nice. Clamps, nice. Stuff is nice. Ladders. We kind of want those ladders, don't we? So let's just get the ladder. Precision engineering, no. So it's either the fuel. How much is this? 45. So we can't do that and that. We don't want that anyway. Where's the bit that I need for... It's this. The new liquid fuselage. We need a bunch of those because nuclear engines store liquid fuel only, but that's a ways down the track. So I think I'm just going to save this. And then we might push for this guy. Though we have to fill out a whole bunch of these things, really. We'll need this eventually. So let's just get this. Let's just get it done. And then we've got a whole bunch of stuff. So let's go and edit our moon lander. Load. Because we need to fix this guy up now to give it a ladder. A ladder. Now that we have ladders. So this is the big ladder right here. So what it does is it goes here. And you got to make sure you get it on the right spot. See, that's not the right spot. That's leaning. And that's not good. I'm guessing that's still leaning. Yep. Leaning is not what we want. You can do it there. I think that's probably the best we'll get. And then that goes out like that. And then we get this one. Goes out like that. Extend that. And then we get this guy. Whoa. Down like that. And then he extends all the way down to the ground. We'll get rid of these stupid landing legs. And we got the Mark IIs now. So these guys are beasts. They're still not as big as I would have thought. Am I sure I got the Mark IIs? Level 2 landing struts. Yeah, they definitely look like level 2s. I guess they get a bit more oomph. Like we put these ones. Yeah, that's starting to become clear now. So you can see this height versus this height. So that should be enough for us to like do wacky things like land on slopes and stuff like that. Make that a bit easier. Okay, let's retract that. Retract that. It's so much nicer having a ladder. I cannot begin to count how many missions I performed where I had these guys floating up and getting rid of the science. And way back in the day, I was doing missions where this was like with half a rocket and stuff like that. It was very messy. Anyway, that's our moon lander. We're going to save that. And then we are going to go and finish this episode off, I suppose. The next episode will be landing on the moon. The actual moon. But from now on, I'll probably be doing... Okay, so here we go. Explore the moon. This is just an orbital spacewalk near the moon? Okay, we'll take that one. Plant flag on the moon. We can do that. Rescue some idiot. No. Science data from space around the moon. Yeah, we can do that. Rescue this idiot. It's a lot of money, but we're sort of getting to the point where we don't really need money. Orbit. Satellite in a specific orbit of Minmus. That's interesting. Inclination 3.2, so it's not a really high sort of deal. Can we actually see that? Can it tell us what the inclination is? Oh yeah. Okay, so that's pretty easy. But then again, maybe the next time we go there for to drop something off, to do some landing, we can also take a satellite and do that. And that seems like an interesting mission, so... Oh, where was it? Rescue. Don't care about rescuing idiots anymore. Although I could go up, because we don't really need an engineer. All we need is a pilot and a scientist. So I could rescue this idiot. No, let's not bother. Let's do this one. Satellites are much more interesting than rescuing idiots. Science data from around Kerbin? Really? Screw that for a joke. And then these start to get ridiculous. You start to get a mission with 4 guys, and one of them wants to go to the moon, and one of them wants to go to Minmus, and one of them wants to go here, and there's like just over 100 grand for... So you get like 300 grand for all of this, 400 grand, and then what you do is you go to the moon, you do an orbit, and you get on Minmus, you do an orbit, but this one wants to land on Minmus. So this is why these missions are stupid, because you got one guy who wants to land, and you got one guy who's just flying around, and it's just like, you're taking 4 people. I mean, you can't do it all in one trip. You can't land one guy, and then have, look, this guy wants to land on Minmus as well. So you could do that. You could have a crew capsule that just is the orbiter, and then the lander, and you have like an Apollo sort of mission where you have a command module with 2 idiots in it, and then a lander with a pilot and 2 other idiots. But for the money, I was like, screw that for a joke. I'm not going to bother to do that. Where's that idiot that was going to pay a lot of money to get rescued? So this guy. You know what? I think I will do that. Because that's orbit of Minmus. So when we go to Minmus, we can get that. And that's like 200 grand. So that guy, we can do. So next time we go to Minmus, we'll do the satellite. And we'll rescue the idiot. And yeah, that should be fine. And we also got these three things for the moon that we can do. And I think that's all we're going to do. A main sail. This is the new engine I got, the really big one. Speaking of which, we need to update our rocket to use that. Go away, rockets. Go away, rocket. You rockets are shit. I want the main sail. I want the main sail. This is the beast. It's not like an end-game rocket. Those end-game rockets are beasts. But this guy is a beast. I think this one we'll keep in there. We got the half engine, the skipper. We can keep that as well. I mean, let's have a look at it here. So the... we don't want the thrust. We want the ISP. So this has got an ISP of 320 in a vacuum, and the mainsail has a thrust of 310 in a vacuum. Okay. Alright, so we'll screw that. We're getting... Oh, no, this is... Why have you got a poodle in this stage? I should not have a poodle on that stage. Although I suppose this is technically supposed to be the stage that gets us transfers. And the poodle has got a 350 ISP in vacuum, which is better than either of these guys. So I guess that's fine. It just means longer burn times. Okay, so that's fine. That's going to be a much better rocket now. I've got those main cells on. And that's it. We're going to finish this off. You guys should be start retracted. And there we go. Next episode, the moon. We're going to do that. And I'll probably end up doing a lot of landings on Minmus and the moon offline, just to get my science up, just to go through that that thing. And I might do that Minmus mission online as well, because it's a rescue and it's a satellite, so we don't even need to land on Minmus. Although I probably still could though. Get some more science, do like 1 or 2 landings, drop the satellite off, pick up this idiot, and then do some landings. I think that's definitely possible. So we'll do that in the future as well. But for now, this is me quick saving, because you've got to remember to quick save, and then signing off. So I will see you guys later. Have a good one.